Wow, sun's out today, and it's Remembrance Sunday. Look, we've got the cenotaph on. Been watching that today. I tell you what, it's pretty hot today. What's the temperature on that thermometer, Fiona, just behind you?
What thermometer?
On the clock. It's on the clock. Look.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah, it's got a thermometer on the clock.
81.
81. What is it in centigrade?
Oh, is that?
Because we'd all be dead if it was 81.
It's only about 29.
Only 29? Can't be 29. Are you sure?
That's what it says. Well, where's the 30? Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's 29.
It is.
I
Look.
love the way you have to check I can count to 29.
Well, I thought there must be some mistake. It can't be 20. What is it? Let me go and have a look outside. I've had to put my shorts on. Look. Shorts. For the first time in ages. Right, outside. And don't forget that was inside the boat, so it might be a bit cooler. It's 26. 26. I've got, what's that? About 80. 80 Fahrenheit. That's wicked, isn't it? I was complaining of the cold a few days ago, and I'll have to get my t-shirt out. I've got my smart new black fleecy on, which is great in the cold weather, but it's getting a bit hot for it now. And Fiona's just been on a live with young Trevor. What did you think of the live? I thought it was really good.
Well, I was on it. I wasn't watching it, so I don't know.
You haven't watched yourself back? No. Oh, you're not a narcissist. A narcissist would have watched themselves back straight away.
No, I think with me, it's got to be least said, soonest mended, doesn't it? I'm going to have to get some gaffer tape or something.
What, for your mouth?
Yeah. I remember seeing that meme years ago, like a 1950s cartoon of a guy praying, and he's like, please God, give me the power to punch people in the face over the internet. That's what I want right now.
Yes, there are people out there who will be typing poisonous messages into internet servers through their VPNs, hoping they won't get caught, but that person knows who they are, and that person knows we know who they are, and it's only a matter of time before they go to jail. I tell you what, I'm pretty sick of eBay. eBay's useless. You know, it used to be a good website at one time, but it's really gone downhill. I bought something from France the other day. It came in an envelope, you know, small envelope from France. And I live in Spain, which is the next country. So, you know, by rights it should have taken a couple of days. It took 2 weeks to get here. 2 weeks. What's wrong with the post? You know, it's just diabolical. When I've ordered stuff from China on Amazon, and it's arrived quicker than an envelope from France. It's not the postal system. It's just people just probably can't be asked to post things, or they post it like slowest, cheapest mail ever, you know. And it's just more and more I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to look on eBay, and it's all junk and crap and people's rubbish. You know, Amazon is brilliant, but again, there's not as many people on Amazon is there. You know, there isn't the selection. You've got a much better selection on eBay if they can be bothered to finally send you something that you've ordered. Anyway, I haven't done many flying videos recently, as you know. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. It's a bit of a specialised subject really, but I've just been watching an air accident investigation thing about a guy in America who only had 91 hours I think, flying time, which isn't, I know it sounds quite a lot, but it's not. And he got in with his family and a couple of friends in a 4-seater plane, and a little light aeroplane, you know, with 4 seats doesn't mean you can take 4 people in it. You can be overweight quite easily if you're not careful. You have to stay within the weight limit. You know, if you've got full tanks, for example, Can't put people in the back because your plane will be too heavy. If your plane's too heavy, it won't perform. It might be able to get off the ground, but it's not going to perform properly in the sky. And this guy filled the tanks up, put 4 people in it, took off. And to make matters worse, he wasn't at sea level. Because at sea level, the air is as thick and as dense as it's going to get. But the higher you go, the thinner the air gets. So this guy's starting off at 5,000 feet. He's in America somewhere, up in the mountains. And so he's at a great loss already. 1, because he's overweight, and 2, because he's starting off in much higher, thinner air. Temperature, of course, that's another one to take into account. And then he just flies into the mountains and realises at some point he can't climb over the mountains, and he hasn't got room to turn round. So as he turns round, the thing stalled and went straight into the ground, and that was the end of him. So, and these are the sort of things I covered in my flying videos, which I haven't made any of recently, but I will be doing it probably next year. I've got to sort my VR headset out, and I'm gonna get rid of X-Plane, and I'm gonna get Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think it's much better. I've really gone off X-Plane. It sucks. The graphics are rubbish, and I really need to do that. But it's good stuff to explain where people went wrong and what they did wrong, you know. And if you ever get a lift, if you ever get a go in an aeroplane in a little four-seater with a private pilot, being overweight is a huge thing, and low hours private pilots will make that mistake. You know, they will make that mistake, and it could be the last mistake they ever make. Good afternoon, YouTubers. I have been looking at the M95 helmet with a view to removing the liner. Now, the reason I wanted to remove the liner was a couple of reasons. It's actually quite filthy in there, and if you can see that, I don't think the liner's ever been out since it was new. And as you know, the M95 is pretty much identical to the M92, the German helmet. This is a German helmet. Okay, this one's actually a Dutch helmet. I've mentioned that before. Now, they're not rivets anymore. These things are Allen bolts, the double Allen bolts. There's one on this side and there's one on the inside. I think the inside's a 4mm, but the outside is smaller. And I have tried to undo them because I wanted to show the liner, what the liner actually looks like, so you can see all that. You can see it. And I need to clean the shell out anyway and put the liner back in and have a look at the adjustment tabs at the back, which can adjust the height the helmet sits on your head. So all in all, that was a good idea, but I've tried to undo the bolts, and I don't think the bolts have ever been undone since it was new, and the small ones have rounded up on the outside, so I'm going to have to drill them out to get the liner out, and then I'm going to have to replace the bolts. So they obviously just screw together, you know, 2 halves, one male into a female, and dogs up, and it's different sizes. So tricky. So that's where we are at the moment. Now it's turning. I need to put an Allen bolt on the inside. Quick test with the magnet on the... No, it's not aluminium, look. It's sticking to the magnet. Okay, there we have the offending bolt that wouldn't undo. The one screws into the other. They should be quite easy to match and get replacements for. Okay, well that didn't take long, and quite interestingly, it seems that the outside is magnetic, whereas the bolt on the inside does not appear to be magnetic at all. It's just not sticking to the magnet. I think there's some of the male end inside, obviously inside these, which is magnetic. So it's hard to make out what that bolt is. It's either copper or brass, or it seems to have a reddishness about it. See if I can focus on it. Come on, focus. There you go. So we've obviously got dissimilar metal corrosion going on inside the bolt, which is something that happens with dissimilar metals. You know, you really need to have the same, but should be able to replace those bolts easy enough. I have a yacht chandlers down the road that sells all kinds of things, probably stainless I would prefer. So I wonder why they put steel bolts in from the outside into an alloy bolt on the inside. The female is definitely alloy of some description. Anyway, moving on to the actual helmet. I'll put them somewhere safe because I don't want to lose them. Now we have the liner and we have the chin strap. So the chin strap is, as I said, this is a British Mark 7 helmet chin strap. So, but there's the helmet mounts, and you can see they're in need of a little bit of TLC. So we'll clean them up and paint them before we bolt them back in. Can go over there for now. We're looking at the actual liner itself, which you can see is this fabulous porcupine shock absorber effect, which I think is absolutely amazing. It really is. And we have our suspension levels at the back here and here. This could do with a clean. It's quite filthy. We'll do that shortly. Like I say, it is an old helmet, but some of these bits have come undone, but they're still there, so I can refasten these up. There's only one little bit I think that was damaged, and that's there. Look, that's actually broken off just there, where they push in. But apart from that, it's in really good condition. I love it. Fantastic. So we'll do more on that later, after it's been cleaned, which leaves us with this filthy old shell. There we are. It's got the 3 holes. I didn't damage the holes at all, I just went through the middle of them, pushed the bolts out, one at the back, and inside we have something written here. Let me just get a bit of a rag so we can read what it says. And I'll hold it up to the camera. Okay. IKC011. No, M. It's not a 11, it's an M. T079706. MVD. Can I get the camera to focus? There we go. And as I said, this is a Dutch M95. I thought it was a German one initially, but they're different. They're different. MVD. This is definitely Dutch. And I'm going to clean it all up inside because it's absolutely filthy and it's never been cleaned since the day it was new. So there we go. We've had our first look at the insides and the liner of the M95. Look at that. That's wicked. I'm really impressed with that actually. What a cracking helmet. They are really, really good helmets. Okay, after a quick clean, we can see a little bit better now. Maybe the light's not with me. There we go. You'll notice there's a few marks here where the helmet seems to have been taking impact on the front, and the actual porcupine shock absorbers have been marking the inside of the helmet there. Another one of the sides here, and it has revealed the guy's name, the Dutchman's name, SPRENGERS, Spengers or something like that. Don't know if you can see that, which is very similar to what's written on the back there. It says SPR O positive 004. Okay, so if you're out there, Mr. SPR 004, and you want your helmet back, get in contact with me and I'll send it to you. Yeah, I will be getting bolts and replacing it all. I've given all a good clean, so tomorrow it should be nice and dry, and I can go down to the yacht chandlers and hope we can find some more bolts to bolt it back together. But we've seen how good these helmets are. Fantastic. I can't get over what a good helmet they are. They're brilliant. So I shall make another video when I reassemble it. Wow, look at the sunset. That is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I love it.